Google search CrackU free CAT mocks. Click on the first link. You can attempt 3 latest mocks in the actual exam interface. After completing the test, you get detailed solutions, analysis, and percentile along with your scorecard to gauge your All India performance. Click on the solutions to get video solutions from our expert faculty.
Hello guys, welcome to CrackU video series. In today's video, we'll be discussing about the detailed CAT preparation strategy starting from June. So let's get started. So there are hardly 6 months left for the exam, and many students have this question that is it possible to crack the exam if we start now? Is it too late? The answer is no, it's definitely not late, but you have to be really serious about your preparation. So in the next 5 to 6 months, this is what you should focus on, how you should maximize your scores rather than thinking about whether it is late or not. Also, this is when many people start preparing seriously. So you're not alone. So if you can start preparing seriously from today, and if you can dedicate at least 3 to 4 hours every day and around 6 to 8 hours on the weekends, this will help you crack CAT. So the proper way to start your preparation is first to have a proper plan and a preparation strategy. So now the question is how to plan your preparation. So first, start with assessing your strengths and weaknesses for all the 3 sections that are there in the exam. And you can know your strengths and weaknesses by taking a full-length CAT mock. So we are providing 3 free CAT mocks, and you can take it on our website cracku.in. So we are providing the link for the same in the description box below, so you can check it out and take the free CAT mock. You must also check out the previous year's papers of the CAT to know about the type of questions that appear in the exam. So this will give you an idea about what kind of questions come in the exam. You can also check this out on our website. So after you've taken the CAT mock, analyze it thoroughly and look at your strengths and weaknesses. So find out your weak areas from the mock and come up with your preparation plan accordingly. Also allocate some time for your strong areas to revise and practice. But don't ignore your weak areas, because remember that there's sectional cutoff. And if you're starting your preparation from June, allocate most of the time to learn the concepts and build your fundamentals. And in the later stage of the preparation, you should be dedicating more time to the mocks. Also, when coming up with your study plan, make weekly plans for each and every section and topic wise. That in the first week I'll be completing so and so topic from quant, in the next week I'll be finishing the other topic, and similarly for DILR and VARC. And also make sure you have deadlines against each and every topic in your plan, that by the end of first week I'll be finishing particular topics in arithmetic, and by the end of second week I'll finish so and so other topics, and this week I'll finish arrangements and puzzles in DILR, and so on. And if you don't exactly know where to start, which topic to start with, or how to make the right schedule, we have a lot of batches where we teach these concepts, every concept from the scratch, starting from the basics right to the advanced level. So we have a new batch which starts from June 7th. So you can join the batch starting from June 7th if you are planning to start your preparation from this month. We will be providing 1000 plus excellent videos which covers all the concepts from basics to advanced. And these also include all the required tricks and tips that are required to crack the exam. You'll also get access to 16,000 plus questions with detailed solutions, along with 45 mocks and 45 sectional tests. Additionally, you'll also get full access to our CAT daily target and also 100 plus concept notes and solved example sets. Also, for a good amount of practice in a particular topic, you can go to our study room and take the particular topic tests for more practice on a specific topic. So this is comprehensive, that covers the entire CAT syllabus. And if you can simply keep up with our batch tasks, that will help you crack the exam. So we have put up a detailed schedule for the batch starting from June 7th. And even if you haven't enrolled for the batch, you can still see the schedule on our website. So we've put up a detailed schedule for each and every concept, which concept is covered on which particular day and so on. So you can simply take a printout of that and put it at your desk, and you can simply follow that. And the link for the same is provided in the description box below. Okay, now moving on to the detailed preparation plan. Firstly, we can classify the preparation plan into 2 phases. The first phase should be to cover all the fundamentals from the 3 sections and also the revision of all the concepts that you've learned. So in this phase, you should cover all the basics from all the 3 sections. So spend enough time for the basics. Do not rush through the basics, because if your basics are not strong, your mock scores will not improve in the later stages of your preparation. So during this first phase of your preparations, you can spend 6 days a week to learn the basics, and on one day you can test yourself by taking the concept tests. And then once you're done with the syllabus, you can move on to the second phase where you take more mock tests and the sectional tests and work on your strategy during the exam. So the second stage is for mocks and practice. Also in this first phase, you can take around 2 to 3 mocks per month, and once you've taken it, go back and analyze it thoroughly. So you can start taking mocks from this month rather than waiting for the syllabus to finish, because you'll understand your weaknesses during the analysis and you can address that accordingly. And in this way, the more weaknesses you overcome, the better prepared you will be for the CAT. So one biggest mistake to avoid is starting mocks very late in your preparation phase. So many students want to first finish their syllabus and then start the mocks from August or September. But that is one mistake that should be avoided, because if you start your mocks late, you won't have much time to address your weaknesses. If you find that, if you realize that you're weak in a concept, in a certain concept in quants, you won't have much time to prepare from it from the scratch. So it's better to start giving mocks early during your preparation, and hence giving mocks is a simultaneous process. Now let's move on to the topic wise preparation strategy. As mentioned earlier, divide your preparation into 2 parts: syllabus and revision in the first part, and mocks and practice in the second part. So these are the topics that you should be covering to finish the syllabus in quant during these first 2 months. Try to finish these concepts by the end of July or maximum by the mid of August, and then revise them thoroughly. So in any case, you should not be spending more than 3 months on finishing this quant syllabus. Try to finish these concepts in 2 months and at max 2.5 months. And also when finishing your syllabus, the biggest mistake to avoid is rushing through the basics and trying to learn shortcuts and all such things. So the main aim in this phase should be to gain proper understanding of all the fundamentals and the concepts, so rather than jumping onto the shortcuts right away. And also, most importantly, don't spend too much time on a particular topic. Make sure you understand the basics of each and every concept thoroughly, and make sure you're able to solve a few easy sums and then quickly move on to the next topic. Because if you spend too much time on a topic, you won't be able to finish the entire syllabus in 2 months or 2.5 months. And this is a broad preparation plan for each and every topic in quant. These number of days can vary from person to person, and whether the topic is your strength or weakness. So it would take a minimum of 2 months to finish the quant syllabus, and also this is one section which takes a maximum time to finish the basics when compared to DILR or verbal, because there are too many concepts that are to be covered here. So it's better to start as soon as possible. As you can see, the arithmetic and the geometry concepts take the maximum amount of days to finish. So if you're just starting your quant preparation, it's recommended to start arithmetic and geometry concepts first, as they together consist around 60 to 70% of the weightage. And then once you finish them, you can finish algebra and then all the other remaining topics. And also, apart from learning these concepts, try to spend around 10-15 minutes every day on doing some simple speed math calculations. This will help you improve your speed during the exam. Next, let's move on to the VARC section. This is also one of the section in which students face a lot of difficulty. So to overcome that, first you have to understand what exactly is tested in VARC. So what is tested in VARC is your comprehension skills. So CAT VARC is a test of your comprehension skills and not your vocabulary skills. So you don't have to worry if your vocabulary is not so good. So if you can develop your comprehension skills by reading every day, at least 30 minutes to 1 hour every day, then you can definitely improve in the VARC section. So many people think that if their English speaking skills are not so good, they'll perform poorly in this section, but that's not true. So if you read a paragraph and try to understand what the author is trying to say in that paragraph, what is the main point of that paragraph, and if you're able to comprehend that main point, then irrespective of your language skills, you will perform well in the VARC section. And also the questions in the other section of the VARC section, such as the para summary, para jumbles. So these sections also, so your performance in these areas also depend greatly on your ability to comprehend the passage. So having a strong reading habit is required to ace these sections as well. So now the question is what to read. So start with reading what you like. So for example, if you're a sports enthusiast, you can start by reading sports journals or articles. And say if you're fascinated by fiction, you can start reading novels that match your interest. So once you start with that, once you start reading what you like, you will slowly move on to reading from different range of topics. So some of the good sources where you can read from are Aeon, The Atlantic, The Guardian, The Washington Post, Smithsonian, Economic Times, The Economist, Bloomberg, and so on. So reading from different topics will make you comfortable with different writing styles. And also this will make you develop a viewpoint on variety of issues. So the major part of your VARC happens from reading regularly and solving RCs every day. So apart from reading, try to solve at least one RC every single day. And also while reading, try to write the summary of what you have read. For every para you read, try to summarize that para. So that means write the main point of every para and then also write the main point of the overall passage. And also some of the mistakes to avoid here are if you're just starting, so avoid speed reading or skimming or surfing through the articles. So what you should be doing is you should read to absorb the essence of the paragraph. So therefore avoid rushing through the paragraph. And this is a broad preparation plan that you can follow to learn the concepts in VARC. These are the number of days that you can allot to each and every topic. Also, as mentioned earlier, don't spend too much time on vocabulary. If you're not confident about it, you can spend some time, but make sure you don't spend too much time on this. Your vocabulary and grammar will automatically improve if you read more and if you read regularly. Now let's move on to the DILR preparation strategy. So we know that this section has become tougher over the years, and also the demarcation between DI and LR has vanished almost during these years. So those who have a logical bent of mind can perform better in this section. So try to improve your problem solving skills by practicing puzzles and other unconventional problems on a regular basis. So how do you start your preparation? So firstly, go through the previous year's papers, past 3 to 4 years papers, and then list down the topics that have been asked in the exam, and then start preparing the concepts of all those topics. And most importantly, while learning the concepts, you should understand how to represent the set. So you should know the right way to represent different types of sets, such as, let's say, arrangements, scheduling, or puzzles, games and tournaments, and so on. And here also the important part is to get your fundamentals correct. And let's say you're doing a particular topic on a day. Let's say you're doing arrangements. So after you finish the topic, depending on the time available, try to solve at least 2 to 4 sets from that particular topic. This is the broad preparation plan for the DILR. So these are the LR topics that you can start with, and these are the number of days roughly which you can allot for each topic. And these are the different DI topics, and these number of days spent per topic will vary depending on whether a topic is your strength or a weakness. Also try to solve around 2 DILR sets every day, and if you think you're weak in any specific topic, once you learn the concept, you can go to our study room and take the particular topic test. So we provide a lot of topic tests, so you can go to our study room and take that topic test and practice from that, which will be very good for your practice. And taking more such topic tests will improve your scores in DILR. Also, apart from this, spend some time on solving Sudoku puzzles or any other logical puzzles. So try to solve a puzzle every day. So you can solve any such puzzles, any such logical puzzles that are available online as well. So we've seen the broad study plan for each and every topic in CAT. So you can make your own study plan based on these. Just make sure you allocate enough time to your weak areas. Now let's move on to the month-wise schedule that you can follow if you're starting your preparation from this month. So initially in the first 2 months, spend enough time learning the basic concepts of all the 3 sections. And as mentioned earlier, during this phase, you can also give 1 to 2 mocks per month. Then from August or by mid-August, you should revise the concepts. You can start sectional tests, and most importantly, you should start giving the mock tests. From September, you can increase the frequency of the mocks. So you can give around 2 mocks per week. Identify your weak areas, practice them more, analyze the mocks thoroughly, and experiment with various strategies. And this is what you can follow till the day of the exam. So if you can follow this schedule, and if you make a proper preparation plan, and if you can stick to that, you'll be able to crack the exam, even if you start preparing from the month of June. Also, if you have any other doubts regarding the batch that's starting from June 7, you can also mail us at support@crackoo.in. So you can mail us or call us or WhatsApp on this number. And also we'll be discussing about the detailed topic-wise tips and tricks, and also about the mock strategies in the coming videos. So thank you so much guys, and all the best for your preparation.